Uh, oh God. Y'all, I'm gonna end up with a six-pack if y'all keep making me laugh like this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi you guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. Sorry if you hear talking in the background, but I'm not at home, as you can tell. So you might hear a little background noise. No, but honestly, how often do I need to come on camera laughing? Because I told you so. All right, so Tati put out a video today. She put out a video and I have thoughts and things need to be said. This is probably going to be out of order just because I watched her video, then I started watching other videos and, you know, whatever. So it might be out of order, but the main points, that's what we're taking away from the video, the main points. Now, before I get started, make sure you click subscribe for new content whenever I post. And also do not forget to click the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a video. So let's get started. So one of the first things I want to talk about is later on in Tati's video, she starts talking about how she believes that Jeffree is going to come out and expose everybody. And in my head, I'm thinking, Jeffree is always saying that he has dirt on everybody. I have dirt on everybody. He's tweeted it. He's said it on Snapchat. Like, the videos are out there. And in my correct, probably opinion, is I think there's a secret password to get into Jeffree's house. And I think that password might be Nick. Because I don't, and like, call me weird, call me whatever, but just honestly think about it. How is it that he has dirt on everybody? Everybody. And people won't come out because they know that Jeffree has said that word around him, or that they've said that word around Jeffree. And I don't know if y'all know, but somebody said that, you know, Jeffree Star records all of his conversations. So I think what Tati was saying is, you're gonna hear probably everybody in the beauty community say a racial slur. Doesn't matter what the racial slur is. In my humble opinion, it's probably the N-word. And Jeffree is probably like one of those things where it's like, in order, what's the magic password? What's the secret code? That's what I think it's like to either get in his house, or they hang out and then Jeffree, you know, probably will say the word and then be like, you guys, everybody says it, so just go ahead and say it. And I'm not making an excuse by any stretch of the imagination. However, if this man is as manipulative as they say he is, and his power is here when it comes to money and numbers. So all these other people are like, well, to stay in his good graces, I probably should just say the word or go along with what Jeffree has said. So that, note number one, I think that's why Tati is very like, please just don't cancel everybody. But here's the thing. Why can't they all be canceled to make room for unproblematic people? Why do we have to still keep some of them at the top? How come we can't have more unproblematic people of color, black and brown people at the top? Why do the people at the top have to be white men or white influencers? Why can't we do a clean sweep? And I get it, I understand people grow, people this, people that, but we need to give them time to grow. We can't just leave them at the top and hopefully they grow, aka Shane Dawson, whatever his name is, Shane Dawson, because now you've got this person at the top with 23 million subscribers who's a, and we're now seeing that brought to light for something that I think it's so stupid that letter is what sent people over the edge. It wasn't the racism. It wasn't it was that letter that he wrote, which according to Tati, a lot of it is a lie. So now I want to talk about the apology the apology to Jackie Aina herself. So Tati apologizes to Jackie, and if you watch Jackie, you know already that Jackie has accepted an apology from Tati. If you watch Jackie, you would know that. However, not everybody who watches Tati watches Jackie. So Tati's out here giving this apology, which I think is deserved. She pushed Jackie's anger off as her being an angry black woman. And I remember the tweets where she was just like, Jeffree provoked her, and you know, this, that, and the other. And it's like, Jeffree didn't provoke anything. If you don't know, Jackie did a video, and it was makeup brands I won't be supporting, and Jeffree Star Cosmetics was one of them. And then he went on with like, oh, I stopped following that irrelevant rat years ago, and this, that, and the other. And then I guess Jackie and Tati, something, you know, Tati said some words about Jackie and just pushed her off as this angry black woman. And you know, and now Tati's apologizing like, oh, well, you know, Jackie, you've been nothing but nice to me, and this, that, and the other. Not my apology to accept, but really? And in Tati's video, she was talking about how make sure you follow your heart. Don't follow the herd. Basically, don't be a sheeple. Don't follow, you know, the mass of the herd and the this and that. And honestly, I think that's why a lot of people don't follow Jackie. I think that's why a lot of people don't like Jackie, because you have Jeffree Star saying, oh, she did this, she did that. Then you've got drama channels saying, oh, I don't like Jackie because of this, and I don't like Jackie because of that. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you those aren't reasons, but they're not reasons. Jackie is so unproblematic. She's just living her life. We do know that she's done things in the past, but nothing compares to racism, you know, and bigotry. She hasn't been that person. But you guys want to accept these apologies from these white YouTubers. Oh, well, it was a long time ago. Okay, well, what Jackie's done, it was a long time ago. So can we forgive her? Can we stand her? Can we get her to 20 million subscribers? So I want to go back to Tati talking about Jeffree, you know, says he has something on everybody. Well, I think what happened with the James and the Jeffree situation is James lost like 3 million subscribers. Well, when the Bi Sisters video came out, James lost like 3 million subscribers in like a day or two. And I think at that point, James was at his lowest and realized, honestly, like, I have nothing to lose. And that's why he came out with his text messages. And then Jeffree was like, oh, well, I'm going to I'm going to expose him. I'm going to expose that. But I don't think Jeffree, I think at that point, Jeffree was like, oh, well, if I expose James, James will expose me. Because, like I said, I feel like there's a two-way street. I feel like they're all out here using words that they shouldn't be using, or saying things about people they shouldn't be saying. And I think that's why Jeffree didn't come out with his receipts, because, like I said, at this point, James had nothing else to lose. He lost 3 million subscribers in like 2 days. He was like, well, that's it for me. So when Jeffree came out and was just like, I'm never doing this again, and you guys ate it up, you guys fell for the okie doke. All right, sure, whatever. And I think it was because Jeffree knows that James has stuff on Jeffree as well. And James wouldn't have been afraid to speak out. Can we talk about how Shane knew about the Tati video and how he wanted to edit the video and make the thumbnail for the video and title the video? And some of you guys are probably like, oh, she's probably lying and this, that, and the other. I have a hard time believing she's lying, only based on the fact that she ran this by her legal team. So she has to have a receipt. She has to have something. There has to be something in writing or a voice memo of Shane saying, I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay. And we're going to get back to Shane. Don't you worry. I think the best part of this entire video were Tati's tears. And I know for a lot of us, and by us, I mean the people who have been telling you for years that Jeffree and Shane, they ain't shit. We've been telling you this for years. And I think we don't care too much about Tati's tears, but there are people out there that are eating up those white woman tears. Them white Karen tears, they are all over it. I don't think they were fake. I do not think those were fake. These weren't Laura Lee tears. Like, this woman was having a breakdown. Like, she had tears like coming out of her face. And I don't believe that they were fake. I believe everything that she's saying based on the fact that she has a legal team involved. And her and James have both compared DMs, and they've compared voice memos, and they've compared text messages, and so I find it hard that she would come out with all this stuff and not be able to back it up. But apparently eventually we're supposed to hear something. I don't know. But my whole thing is, why did it take her getting on camera crying for you guys to believe what we've been saying all along? You guys, it is exhausting. It's tiring. Like, we're fed up. We've been saying this for years. But we're haters. Or we're jealous. No. We just don't follow that mentality. We don't have the sheep mentality. We see and we analyze. I also find it kind of weird and kind of creepy that both James and Tati do not live in a house where Jeffree or Shane knows where they live. Tati is literally like in hiding, and then James just bought a new house. Like, is that not suspect? That's suspect to me. But I really want to know what the fear is. I truly want to know, what is the fear? What kind of fear has he instilled in these people to where him as one person, Jeffree Star as one person, or we can even add Shane, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, two people. Those two people, what can they say and do for so many people to say they are afraid for their lives? I don't know. I think it's weird. I do want to talk about that voice note. So, Blair White the other day came out with a video, and she said that she heard the voice note from Jeffree Star. I have a problem with this because Jeffree's saying that this person is a victim, yet he's out here spreading this person's story. That, to me, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't sit right with me. I don't understand how somebody can actively be like, oh, listen to what this person said. Oh, listen to what that person said. And Tati said it herself. It was a small portion of a larger conversation. And if Jeffree does record conversations like it's been said before, one, this person, whoever this victim is, could have been talking about a dream they had. They could have just been talking about, I don't know, maybe a conversation that them and James himself has had before. But the fact that Jeffree's out here parading this video around to be like, see, I'm not lying. Like, he's going out of his way to try to prove that he's not a liar. Like, are you kidding me? I don't understand. Like, I can't get on board with somebody having a video, a voice memo, and going, listen to how trash James is. What does that do for anybody? And especially if you're not willing, I guarantee you the victim probably doesn't even know Jeffree has it. I bet you it was just a conversation. So now let's talk about what happened when Tati was live. Shane Dawson himself got on Instagram Live and was just screaming and yelling and, oh my God, she's effing lying. Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And then when Tati said something about mainstream news knew about the video before Tati even knew 100% she was going to make this video, Shane was like, it's because you message drama channels. Actually, it was Jeffree who messaged drama channels. I mean, you can go watch Ashley Kyle's videos and like, it's all there. So don't sit there and say that Tati was the one messaging drama channels. I mean, unless you can prove it. And if she was, then she was wrong for not saying that in her video. But Shane, you knew. And he's just out here just just lying. And what I find funny is how like Tati comes out here and is basically speaking the truth and telling her truth, and Shane feels the need to just, you know, scream and yell and say these things. But when Will Smith, or when Jada Pinkett Smith and Jaden Smith got on him about what he did, it was crickets. It was silence. And you want to know why? Because Shane has more power over Tati. Shane has more subscribers than Tati. The Smiths have way more power over Shane. So of course he's not going to say anything. But he felt like saying something at this point in time. Do you not see it? Like, I can't be the only one that sees this. Like, I think he got on that live to try to do damage control right away. Still, I've not talked about it yet. Something new happened today. Do you want to hear about it or not?
Oh, they're trash. Move on.
Okay, but something different happened.
Into a stand.
A stand of who?
These people.
Who are these people?
You can't live without the drama.
No, yes, I can.
Jeffree's Keemstar.
Nobody care about Keemstar. Butthole?
Butthole. I don't know her name. Charles.
Wait, who's Butthole?
She showed her booty hole.
Trisha Paytas.
Only.
I can't wait for your booty hole cameo to be in my video. So then Tati says, oh, Jeffree is a co-owner of Morphe. Now, this is something that's kind of been teased out every, you know, like here and there. Sam from Here for the Tea, she had posted a video on Instagram like maybe a couple months ago. And it was a video of Jeffree saying, yeah, like I'm part owner of Morphe or whatever. But what I find funny, what's funny is if you go to the Morphe website, you type in Shane Dawson and nothing pops up. As of last night, the conspiracy palette was still there, but when you clicked on it, it was like ghosted. So it's not even being sold on the Morphe website. So here's the thing. If Jeffree is co-owner, he had say in what's being sold on the Morphe website. And of course, his stuff is still being sold. All the Jeffree Star stuff, the setting sprays, the palettes, the brushes, that's all still being sold on Morphe. But nothing to do with Shane Dawson is being sold on the Morphe website. So, is this the end of Jeffree and Shane's friendship? I mean, and speaking of which, where is Jeffree? Jeffree has been radio silent about this entire thing. He has not said a word. He hasn't done his daily Snapchats, at least I don't think. His, which then goes over to Instagram. He ain't posted on Twitter. I don't know if he's liked anything on Twitter. I'm blocked, so I don't know. But, I mean, this is your family, Shane. Where's your brother? Where is he? Where'd he go? I'm glad things are starting to surface, but it's so frustrating that it took this long and it took being ignored for years for this to happen. There's a lot of apologies that need to go out. A lot. That's all I'm going to say. So I think that's it for today's video. This, again, is far from over. And I'll probably be talking about this again and again and again. Because sometimes I make sense. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Also, do not forget to link up with me on my social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.